Okay, for today's Botley lesson, we're going to introduce line following. We're going to have these materials. We have a Botley robot. We have our printable called Botley Bobsleigh from Learning Resources. We have electric tape, a pair of scissors, and some Scotch tape. So before we actually get into the activity, I want to introduce you to the sensor and what it looks like. So go ahead and turn your Botley over. You can see the line following features right there. You switch it all the way to the top. And the sensor is actually this black rectangle here. And what I have done is I put a piece of black electric tape on my finger to demonstrate how the sensor actually works. So you can do this with your students. Make sure you push the button on top before that activates the line following mode. All right, so if you put the black tape right there on his left, he will just turn one of his wheels. So he'll turn his left wheel until he finds a black line. So he's just going to keep on going in circles. And the same happens on this side, but with the other wheel. You can see that only his right wheel is turning when the sensor is covered on the right. But when you cover both sensors, he will go forward. He's going forward right now because his wheels are going backwards. If you only cover part of the sensor, the wheels go different directions and he'll go in circles. So let's try that. So you just experiment with that to kind of get the kids introduced to that sensor and how it works. Once again, a piece of black electric tape, about 3/4 inch on the tip of a finger. You can activate one set of wheels by going that way, and activate the other set of wheels that way, and then together they would go forward. You're covering the whole entire sensor with that black piece of tape. So that's something that is a great introduction to how sensors work. So now let's get to our activity. Now in this printable, you're given 6 sheets, and it could be like a puzzle for the kids to put together, or you can have it already put together for them. What I have done is I printed this in cardstock because he travels a lot better on cardstock than he does on a regular copy paper. So you spread out your sheets, you put them in the correct order, and here we go. Let's put that one in there. There must be one more sheet underneath this one here. There it is. All right, so you can see the path that Botley will take. Botley will take that path through that snowy escape. What I have done actually is I've taped them together with Scotch tape, all the different sides, and what they recommend in this printable is to color in these white spaces between the pages. I've done that and it works okay, but what I highly recommend is just to cover these black lines with electrical tape. That way he doesn't miss your mark. If your printer prints pretty dark, maybe that would work for you, but we're using electrical tape, making sure he gets a good reading off the paper. It's based on high contrast black line. Okay, so let's read the introduction here. Botley Bobsleigh. It's Botley's bobsleigh adventure. It's time to celebrate winter sports, and Botley is getting into the spirit with this printable black line following course shaped like a track used by the world-class athletes in South Korea. So we have already printed out. We're going to set Botley to the black line following mode, and we're going to watch him go for gold. Okay, So once again, you're going to have to tape this all together. And then once you have it all taped together, it should look like this. Okay, as you can see, all the seams have been taped with Scotch tape, and the track has actually been taped with black electrical tape. All right, so once again, make sure he's in the correct mode. He is still in line following mode. And there's our sensor. We're going to go ahead and put that sensor on top of the black line. We're going to have him follow it. And let's get him situated. He says "oh" when he finds the black line. And you can see that he follows that black line pretty effortlessly. Because the high contrast between the tape and the white paper, the margin of error is very, very low. What he does when he gets to the end of his little road is he turns around and he just keeps on racing back and forth. All right, so that is Botley using the black line following mode. Thanks, guys.